This is how you build an N8N AI assistant that can sit on a website and do specific tasks. We're going to do a crypto one that can look up a cryptocurrency for today and then also email anyone you want from your Gmail account. It's going to be simple and easy. You can add it into any website. Look how easy N8N has made it. All right, let's see how this is going to work. And we're going to work and build it just with crypto because it's easy. But I'll show you a weather example as well because it all kind of works the same because the chatbot has access to the internet. So you get a cool website to log on to and you can set it to have a username and password, but it's a chatbot, right? So it can either live in a website or you can make a little chat bubble if you want to. And you can change all this. But hey, we're going to use crypto. I'm not going to change too much of it. I want to show you the concept. So just access to the internet. What is the price of Sol today? What is the crypto token? Horrible spelling again. Back to front sentences. Anyway, there it is. The price. You got it. So this is what we're going to say. Can you email my friend David? David's email is alt@altgodman.com. The subject is Sol update. Send him the update for the Sol price above. Right? So what I want to do is to show you that you can actually send an email to that email address with the update of the Sol. So I come to log into my email. It's me receiving an email. And here we go. Just a normal email from my Gmail account saying, hey, that's the currency update. So it works really well for anything it can search up on the internet. But yeah, likewise crypto, likewise weather. So I'll just log into one of my Gmail accounts. What is the weather like in Auckland today? Sweet, so that's the weather forecast. Can you send that to my friend Mike? Mike. His email is, the subject is weather warning. Alright, so skipping a bit of details, saying not what exactly we need to say. But let's see what that brings up. So let me just go log into my email. And here we go. Same thing. Weather warning. That's come through. Today's weather in Auckland is this, and it's actually pretty bad weather outside. So proof of concept kind of works. Search up anything on the internet if you want. Jack's made a really good example. I am in Aurora. This is where I kind of live. Zealand. Where is the best coffee shop? So where's the best coffee shop? See what that says. So it should go out, do a bit of searching, and then it takes that data, puts it in GPT, analyzes it, and hopefully gives us some results. Here we go. Literally gives a bunch of results. It's close by. And yeah, awesome. So again, you can just email that if you want to email it to someone. Easy proof of concept, right? So now let's go check out N8N and see how we have built that out. It's really easy, it goes real fast to build and you'll be really surprised. So at the very start, we kind of had Zapier. Zapier was kind of one of the first and original automation tools that made it easy drag and drop to automate things. Because technically automations are all kind of just webhooks in between data sharing. So Zapier was kind of the first, and then the next one that's really become popular was make.com. So again, easy automation, easy interface, easy UI, drag it along, connect programs, build out automations. And now, myself, I've found N8N. Very much similar in a lot of ways. It's just got different integrations, but it has this really cool thing called the AI assistant in there that I'll show you by far works out better than any of the other tools and makes it a lot easier and simplified to do. Yes, you can do a lot of the same things, but this one little trick makes all the change, and I'll show you where to go. So all of this is just coming to N8N, and again, you have to pay for it. You get a free trial and some credits to use, but it is a paid service. The same with the two APIs that we're going to plug in. You have to pay. It's only like small little bits, so it's really, really worth it. But let's go in here. You're just going to go click and get started. And once you're in, this is what you will find. So once you log in, this is the kind of interface that you find. Very similar to Make, shows you automations, show what you're active, show what's running. And this is the one that I have running and the one I've just done. I'm just going to show you a simplified version of it, who, what, and why it is. And it may seem a lot confusing because I've added a couple of extra things in here. But this is what makes it so good. The fact that you have like an extra chat window in here that already works. It works straight out of the box. You don't have to do anything to test data getting inputted. And then it also changed into a chat window. And this AI agent here makes it really good. I've not seen it in any of the other ones, but it integrates three things. It integrates a chat model, like a large language model, ChatGPT, that obviously I've chosen this. And then it has a memory, so it can memorize what you send and receive back. And then it's got tools in here, and this is the second best. They're all three really good, but the tools is the fact that this AI agent combined with the chat model and the memory can call into the tools. So if we just think of mate.com, it's kind of like a linear, and it just can go from calling ChatGPT, and ChatGPT sends data to Google Drive, and Google Drive does some stuff, and it can send it onto Google Sheets, and so on. Where else this operates as one model where you can give it some input, and the large language model, the memory, and these tools are not going to work through together. So this is where I can type and send a message. It's going to look it up on Google and then send it back. And once I'm saying, let's send that message, it's going to send it to Gmail. If I say, let's update a document, it's going to update the document. If I say, let's add it to a calendar, add something to calendar, it's going to come into the calendar. And that's all it does, just like with a couple of clicks of a button. And then this just loads up onto the website. That's what makes it so great and so easy. And obviously we can build up automations from automations, and you actually have multiple triggers in here that you can build as well and link together. So it's really good tool to use. So let's go in and we're going to start creating this from scratch, and I'll show you how easy it is. Okay, you're going to go and create a new workflow, and let's start building from it. So the first thing is obviously to create a trigger. So trigger is kind of like an input. How is this all going to start? In Maker.com, we used to quite like the webhooks, because the webhook used to be able to get receive data, and this has got that built-in chat option. So I'll show you in here. Come in here, and you go chat trigger. It's right in here. That's all it is. You click it in here. You have this, and all I'm going to say is test, and there's nothing more to it because it's the start of it. So a good thing to do is to give it some data. So it's going to be a chatbot kind of trigger, and again you can change it. It can be a webhook, it can either come from Instagram or it can come from Telegram. It's really good, really versatile. So if I just double click on it, no, so if I click the play on it, we'll see it's going to start, and I'm just going to say hello there. Right, so it's got a problem because it's not going anywhere. All right, we need to send the data, and it needs some information back, so it's getting an error code back because we don't have anything. So next thing we're going to send it to is that website trigger in the AI bot, and it's called AI agent. So as soon as you add a module, it comes into setting up the module, and all that shows is that this is our AI agent we're going to use. The input is coming from the previous model. This is why I say add that hello there here so it has data to go with. And we're going to have it in here, and we're just going to see that the input into that module is coming from the previous module. So it's mapped that data in here. So very similar to make, where we map the data. If it's red, it's wrong. If it's or grayed out in make.com, it means it's not connected. And it's just a matter of dragging it over like this if you need to have it back in here. Not going to use it now. The contact trigger is from previously, so it's already set up. It already does it. It already knows that this is going to be the input. So let's add it in here. Right? And that's all we have to do for that part first. The next part is that we're going to add and build on here. We're going to add a chat module, and we're going to add a memory to it so it remembers what we're going to do. Or when I say chat model, I mean large language model like ChatGPT. So, or OpenAI, let me say instead. So we're going to come in here. We're going to add this module. So another good thing about N8N is that it actually saves things automatically by itself. So we're going to go ChatGPT, or is it like OpenAI? OpenAI chat models. So if you don't have an OpenAI account, it's a matter of going to OpenAI platform.openai.com. You're going to come to a website like this. You usually click on a gear icon, come to billing. You don't need a monthly plan. You just need to add some money onto your account. Like this has been lasting me for ages. You add some money to it. You come to API keys. You generate an API key. You copy it. You come back in here. And when you need to add it, it's just a matter of creating a new account. And it's going to ask for your API key. You put it in there, and that's going to be it. You're going to have a new account. We're going to select the GPT model, and it's going to be GPT-4o mini, right? So again, we have that one in there. Just going to get back, and then we are going to add some memory to it. So it's really good in the option that it can record memory into its own little buffer, and it's got a little buffer in here so it remembers what you've said previously rather than just clearing it out, which is quite, if you did make.com, once you send something to ChatGPT, let's say write a paragraph, you write the paragraph and that's done. You have to link the paragraph backwards and forwards if you want to redo it or re-add them into the next module. But this time here, it will actually remember what it's said and what it's done. So this comes from here. It just remember the sessions ID, which actually comes from, let's say, from previous models. And there it is. Anyway, it's what I wanted to show you is just the last option you should do is once you come in here is just make sure, because we have the data from the previous model, it's gonna from the previous message, that hi there, when you say execute from previous model, it's gonna run and it's not gonna be any errors. So that's just what it does to look up and clear the error log. So hope that makes sense. And now we're kind of ready to go to ChatGPT. So I can just say hello here, hello again. And it says in here, welcome back. I don't know if you can quite see that. Welcome back. And it just shows you the activity log on the side, which is kind of really cool to see what happens. So how it saves into the memory. Hello here, you are a helpful assistant, format instructions, and it gives the option back. So really good option here. I need to learn to zoom out. So cool. Now we just have a normal chat agent that can send messages backwards and forwards. So now let's go load it into an email format. So a couple of little tricks of emails for it to remember how to send emails out. So anytime you want a tool to be used, so this is what I mean. This is where the AI agent is really good. It configures everything in here, and now we can start adding tools to it. So we can have the AI be smart enough to execute tools on whatever you say or your data. So for this example, let's first start on building an API to search it out onto the internet. Let's give it power to search the internet, because if I go in here and ask, like, what is Auckland's weather today, it's not going to be able to say, because obviously it doesn't have access to the internet. So there's another tool in here. So it's quite easy to find. We have to Google is the Google Search API, if you didn't know what it is, and it's in here, Serp API. You're going to come into it. You see the pricing. Obviously, you got to pay for it, but you have a free plan. You get 100 searches a month. Actually, don't know how far I'm into it. And again, just sign up with your Google. And you get an API key too. So come in here, copy the API key, and I'm about halfway through for just testing all this. Okay, so all this does is it gives ChatGPT access to the internet, which is again really good to use. To build this out and make with Zapier, you have to probably connect 5 or 6 modules together. And I'm not even sure if you could have done Serp, and I've never done it until I came here. And you can build this into anywhere now, so you can have this chat model in the middle of execution with just about anything. That makes it really good. So you come in here, copy that API key. I'll have to come and delete this because obviously it's going to be out there now. So you're going to come and copy it. Going to come back to the workflow. Come in here at the plus button, search for Serp. The Serp Google Search API. And here we go. And you, just as a matter, just creating a new account, same thing. Create a new account, get your data, put it in there, save it, execute from previous, and so just remember, Google, trick here, Google has different search places. When you're in the USA and you log into google.com, it searches google.com. If you're in Australia, do google.com.au. New Zealand, google.com.co.nz. So you need to make sure we search the right places. We're just going to go by country and just select USA. And there you go. So no errors on that. And now, this is as easy as that. It's connected to the internet. Watch how easy this is. So I'm going to come in here. Let's zoom in a bit. Oops. What is the weather like in Auckland, NZ? And I should try zoom out again. See, it's going to go through here. And it searches all through here, doing all sorts of things. It comes through, it analyzes the data, it saves it into the memory, and then it searches Google. Then it gives you a result, it sends it back to the GPT, it analyzes it, gives you an answer, saves it in. This is all at once, like straight out the box. And obviously, here we go. Gives it in Fahrenheit. Nah, wrong place. Let's see if this actually works. Just as a little tester. New. How do you spell countries? Define the countries use countries. Just want to see if I should use NZ. See NZ. And we'll go back. So I want to see it in Celsius. Let's just see this. Ask it again. See if it might just get it from the memory. No, it's not. It's searched through. Nah. The mid service. Alright. Obviously didn't like that. So it's going to change it back to US. Thank you. Go back. It might be, I don't know. What's the weather in Wellington, New Zealand? Hopefully it gives a proper answer. There we go again. Gives it in Fahrenheit. But anyway, easy little fix to do. So now let's say you want to use some other tools like Google or Gmail. So I'm just going to remember that a lot of Google and Gmail and Google options has got the zero auth authority. So you're going to have to do some YouTubing if you want to figure out how to get that zero auth and get a proper tokens from Google to connect some things. But again, here in the tools, and you'll see that Sheets, which one is it? Or Docs, and they're all in here. So you got Google Drive, Google Calendars. So all Google's tools are in here to use, and I'm just going to use Gmail for this example. So, and you'll see again here when you come into Gmail, it will show sign in here, but if you need to connect a new one, create a new account, so you might have to connect with your zero auth, but you don't have to connect your specific tokens in here, so that's really good. So you can just click on Google and it should connect to it. If you don't have that and your Gmail is not connecting, it will show an error. You need to figure out how to do zero auth and API with Google, and that's a whole different lesson. Lots of videos out on it on YouTube, but just be signed into your Google account, try signing in, and that will be right in there. So anyway, your Gmail account is going to be my Gmail account. We're going to call set automatically. So my resource is going to be, I'm going to use a message, I'm going to send a message. So here's the trick. If I'm going to send the same message to the same person all the time, then can just fill out an email address in here. But because we have a dynamic agent that wants to send emails to different email addresses, we need to be smarter about how the large language model extracts data from that those language, or from within your sentence. So if I want to say I want to send an email to alt@altcutman.com, it needs to know that that is the email address, and therefore it needs to put the email address in here. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So we're going to come in here, and I'm going to say in here, send manually. So this is when it's going to call the tool. So I'm telling the large language model, call this tool when. So I'm going to call this tool when. Use this tool when you want to send an email. The email address is assigned to. So it's a cool little trick I found out. I don't actually know if it's the right way or not. Let's see if I just zoom in here. So it says use the expression this for any data that will be filled out by the model. So the chat model will assign data as a placeholder name in here. So that's like a variable it saves. Now if you don't know about variables or not, just do this and don't worry about it. So all I'm going to say is assign the email address that it extracts from the sentence that you just gave. And this is what's so good. If you had to do this in Mac.com, you had to do some data editing. But I'm going to come in here and I'm going to copy this. I just need that one. I just need that. So it's the variable. The email address, tell it. I'm going to tell it to assign the email address from the message to I'm just going to call placeholder name email. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this. So it's going to extract the email. Just a little chat. It's going to extract the email from your sentence by itself. It's going to assign it this variable, and I'm going to put it in here. And I'm going to do the same with extract the subject line and assign it to, and then call that subject. Hope this makes sense. It's just a way of the large language model, ChatGPT, and this AI assistant to go through and extract an email address and extract the subject line, because it's going to be changing all the time. You don't just want to say the same stuff to the same person. Okay, and next it's going to be the message. So the message that we want to send in the email needs to be assigned to, and I'm just going to say MSG. Really hope this works. I've set it up like this before, figured it out by myself. I don't even know if this is the right way to do, but let's see if this all works. And we're going to change this to MSG. So let me just, that should be it. Like, let's set that back and minus, oops. So there's the little app, there's that in there, that. Alright, let me bring up a Gmail account again. I'm gonna come here and come in this one. I'm gonna go to my Gmail. I'm just opening it on my other screen here on the side. I copy the email. Right. So let's just test the basics first. So down the bottom here, again, I'm gonna say, I can't even much zoom into it. Don't want to zoom too much because you have to see what happens down here. So I'm going to say send an email to the subject is it works and the message is hello. Alright, see, it goes through here, it goes for the buffer. Oh, and it does not like that invalid email address. Alright, let me try figure this out. Alright, this is actually what I found. Show you my mistake. Come in here, double click. So, invalid email addresses, yeah, that's wrong. Alright, so it's actually done the right thing. It's come and assigned those values. This is the trick that worked. That was the hard part. What I've done wrong is in here. So it says fixed. I need to say expression. See, it turned green, working. And then the same here, subject. Where's the subject? Where did I put the subject? Subject in here. Green, it works. And then where's the message? Sorry, message. Message works. Subject, expression. And there you go. That works. That was a problem. Let's give it a test again. Exciting times. Alright. Here we go. Don't have to save. Sometimes I look for like a save option. I am 100% sure this is going to work. Alright, here we go. Literally copy this. Go paste it in here. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, please work. Stuck there in the loop, just had to stop that. Send it. Damn, green. It's gonna come through my email anytime soon. Oh, there it is. There we go. Hello, it works. And hello, 1, 2, 3. Done. As easy as that. And you can literally ask it anything now, right? So now it's connected to the internet and it can send emails. It's like great. You can build other tools into it. And yeah, you can use it for if you have a Telegram bot, if you have a WhatsApp bot. But next I'm going to show you how to build that chat window that you can either integrate into a website anywhere you want if you want to have that link, and it's called iframes if you want to integrate it, or as a chat bubble if you want to do that. And we can add a username and password to it so it's accessible but not everyone can use it, right? So let's go into this part here. So the next step is, okay, I'm just going to go into the chat widget, double click it. We're going to say that was off initially. So I'm going to say make publicly available. We're going to come in here, authentication. So you can build on different authentications if you want. I'm just going to have this basic authentication in here. And it just has one username and password. Obviously you can create more authentications, more details if you want to add it in here. And it's just a matter of going in here, username and password. That's it. So I've already added one in the web login. And then just a welcome message. Hey, my name is Haltis. How can I assist you today? I can tell you the latest crypto prices or whether coffee shops, and more. Alright, so that is going to be it. And we are just going to go in here. That's your chat in here. First things first, you need to make this run. So what I'm going to do is come in here and come back. And then now remember to save the scenario. You should actually do this quite often to save your scenario. It's currently inactive. I'm going to activate it. It's going to give you a warning in here. Got it. It's green. It's active. And just double click there again. We've had it saved up. You're going to come in here, click on it. It's copied the URL. I'm going to come down here. Hey, my name is Altus. Can you tell me the best crypto prices? Alright, hey, I want to know the current price for ETH. So I want to know the current price for ETH. ETH is dead. Can you email it to me? And this time we'll do my other email account just to show you this up and working. Can you email it to me at my email is alt@altcoutman.com. The subject is ETH update and send me the new price. Right. So hopefully it does all your connections, goes through. I've sent you an email. Let's go log onto the site here. And there we go. Email received. And that is it. The current upgrade for ETH is that. So yeah, awesome little chatbot. You can have this in here anywhere. If you want to start customizing this, come in here, and all the documentation is in here. Not much of settings you can actually do, but your documentation is in here, and it's got all the details in from the chat model pretty much if you want to read through that. And that is it. I'm still learning this. I think everyone should learn it. Just this one option is extremely powerful because now you can again progress to a next step if you need to. You can add so many different tools to this to use. Like it's, yeah, updating databases, sending data off to somewhere else. Yeah, it's so easy to use. I just want to say send webhook. No. Webhook. So you can send things now to a different webhook if you need to. So really good, really easy to have. Definitely try it, even if it's just for this part in here, creating tasks, creating AI assistants, and now you have a bunch of data in here that we can send out again to something else. You know, we're gonna forward it through to the other side or to a new assistant. Possibility is just so absolutely so endless. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope it works out for you. Definitely give it a try. Give it a play around. As always, please try support my channel. Please have a look at all the cool free stuff I have. I'll leave this in here. I'll also have to go delete my API keys, but all these little goodies in here, especially the couple of AI mini courses, agency 5-day starter course, if you want to learn how to start your agency in 5 days. Really good, cool stuff to have. So cheers, guys. Thanks for that. Like, follow, subscribe, and let's build on N8N.